Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 43 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's got Burton here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about, let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to greenlight that attempt.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Johnson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Conley. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On the return is Peterson. Powers through. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down. And 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Back to throw. Conley as they got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the... 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. That's Harry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And trotting back out there now, this Saints defense. And they've created...
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Peterson. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. On 3rd down, Conley. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw. McKee. Complete to Jones. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McKee. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets around him. First update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Throwing after the interception, McKee. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45's the mark. Check right.
To throw again, McKee. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, I-7.
The final shot before break. McKee toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Johnson, 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
I smell fear in that offense.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And he'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Second and 3. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Don't get nervous. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98. Ready?
From the gun, McKee. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here we go. 30 base. 2-jet bombers. 2-jet bombers. Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down. McKee. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bilal Nichols. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, there goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. Johnson to the burst, a 1st down or more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Trubisky now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Check. Check. Hot. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, a little drama there at the end.